All right, welcome to our voting session. We're going to start with House Bill 12.
House Bill 12 is a departmental bill that prohibits the sale or distribution of a product that contains THC if the product violates specified existing statutory and regulatory requirements or is advertised as containing an amount of THC that exceeds the threshold. The bill also authorizes the executive director of the ATCC to seize, destroy, or confiscate certain illegal products, grants authority to ATCC's Field Enforcement Division to issue citations for specified violations involving THC, and specifies that in prosecution for selling THC without an appropriate license, the display or offering of certain THC products for sale is prima facie evidence of selling the THC.
Move favorable.
There are no amendments.
On the favorable, no amendments. Is there any discussion?
Is there any opposition to the bill?
Give me a second. Only two private citizens and the Maryland Cannabis Equity Collective opposed the bill.
You going against it then? Do we need to do a roll call? Okay, roll call. On the favorable, Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Aye. Delegate Boafo. Aye. Delegate Howard. No. Delegate Charkoudian. Yes. Delegate Rose is excused. Delegate Pruski. Aye. Delegate Fennell. Aye. Delegate Turner. Aye. Delegate Valderrama. Yes. Delegate Chi. Aye. Delegate Frazier-Hidalgo. Aye. Delegate Adams. No. Delegate Aaronson is excused. Delegate Pippy. No. Delegate Johnson. Aye. Delegate Rogers. Yes. Delegate Ampry. Aye. Delegate Weibel. No. Delegate Fisher. No. Delegate Queen. Bill passes. Next bill, please.
House Bill 427 authorizes the State Board of Public Accountancy to place a licensee on emeritus status if the applicant meets various requirements, including at least 40 years of experience as a certified public accountant and having practiced public accountancy in the state for at least 20 years. There are no amendments.
The motion is favorable. Any discussion? Is this a roll call vote as well? All right. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? All present voted aye. Delegate Rose and Delegate Arentz are excused. Bill passes. Next bill, please.
The next bill is House Bill 431, which prohibits consumer contracts from including provisions that reduce the time frame for legal action to less than what is stated in law. There is one amendment in your packet that removes the criminal penalties.
Move the amendment.
Any discussion on the amendment? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none on the bill.
Move the bill as amended. Second.
On the bill as amended, is there any discussion?
Any opposition to the bill?
The only opposition was the Bankers Association and the Maryland D.C. Creditors Bar.
What was the bank's opposition?
Give me a second. I don't have their testimony with me. I'm not sure exactly why.
We're gonna do.
It's still a.
Go ahead.
It's a violation is, did they remove that a violation is an unfair abusive, or did they just take out the criminal portions of that?
The criminal portion, section 13-411.
Okay, but it would still be a unfair abusive violation, just without
yes.
the teeth, so to speak. Okay.
Trying to help you all out, but do a roll call. That's fine.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Aye. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard. No. Delegate Charkoudian. Yes. Delegate Rose is excused. Delegate Pruski. Aye. Delegate Fennell. Aye. Delegate Turner. Aye. Delegate Valderrama. Yes. Delegate Chi. Aye. Delegate Frazier-Hidalgo. Aye. Delegate Adams. No. Delegate Arentz is excused. Delegate Pippy. No. Delegate Johnson. Aye. Delegate Rogers. Yes. Delegate Ampry. Aye. Delegate Weibel. No. Delegate Fisher. No. Delegate Queen. So it moves as amended. Next bill, please.
We're going to vote. You just got to leave it in.
I think we're going to hold this for a few weeks. Apparently, we just got a late amendment. 917. Didn't we just get an amendment?
Yeah, sponsor's trying to kill it.
I got it 20 minutes ago. What?
Try-
We just gotta wait. Yes,
Huh?
the next voting session.
Which was? We'll get it, we'll move it next week. You'll be fine, we'll move it next week. Maybe. All right, on to one of Delegate Johnson's edgy bills. Go ahead.
House Bill 968 excludes self-storage facilities from the definition of a storage
Move
warehouse.
favorable.
Any discussion on the bill?
I'd like to amend my storage.
Is there any opposition to this bill? Do we need a roll call?
Aye.
Looking to see if Fisher's a, Mark, you good?
I was just curious if Laura got a question about storage apprenticeships.
All right. All right. All in favor of the bill, say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. All present are in favor, voted in favor, with Delegate Rose and Delegate Arentz excused. Next bill, please. Another edgy Johnson bill.
House Bill 972 alters continuing education requirements for the renewal of a license for real estate brokers, associate real estate brokers, and real estate salespersons. No amendments.
Move favorable.
Yes.
So I know it changes some of the license or the continuing education requirements. Does it increase, like net increase all of them, or does it just change one up, one down? I mean, is it a net total increase of requirements or just
No, there's some up, some down.
some up, some down?
Yeah.
Okay. They seem to
Where
support.
were the realtors on it?
The realtors supported it.
Yeah, they asked for the bill. All right, any other discussion on the bill? Do we need a roll call? On the bill, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. All present voted aye. Delegate Rose and Delegate Arentz are excused. Next bill, please.
The next bill is House Bill 979, requires a self-service storage facility operator to provide an occupant a notice that includes certain information prior to conducting a lien sale of personal property. No amendments.
Another edgy Johnson bill.
He's a hoarder.
He is. The motion is to move favorable. Is there any discussion on the bill? Is there any opposition to this bill? All in favor of the favorable, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. All present voted favorable. Please excuse Rose and Arentz. Next bill, please.
House Bill 1018 creates a right to assume a mortgage in the event of a divorce. No amendments.
Move favorable.
Any discussion on this bill?
Yes.
I know, is there discussion? Yes.
So what happens if you don't put that disclosure on there?
You're asking what the penalties are?
Yeah.
Give me a second. It's not the Consumer Protection Act. And I'm not sure if there are any per se listed in the bill. I'm assuming the Office of Financial Regulation then would use their discretion on how they handled it.
Okay.
How the realtors feel? They were favorable with the Maryland realtors, at least, were favorable with an amendment. I don't know if they got their amendment drafted, but they did come in support.
There were concerns about the retroactivity of the bill. Has that been removed?
No, this bill, as drafted, has no amendments that's been offered.
So if you got divorced next week and you bought a house 3 years ago, this bill would apply?
Not to me yet.
Not again? Not again, you've learned again?
So
Delegate Crosby?
just to answer Delegate Pippi's question, when the commissioner determines after notice and a hearing as specified that a person is engaged in a violation of a law, regulation, rule, or order, the commission may issue a cease and desist order, suspend or revoke the license of the violator, and/or issue a penalty order against the person for up to $10,000 for a first violation and $25,000 for every subsequent.
And also, I'll point out, so the Realtors letter said that they did this in California, but California did it prospectively. So there is a substantive difference between Maryland and, we're to the,
It's California, yeah.
we're to the, yeah, we're worse. And this is respect, but I got you.
But on this one, we're just saying, yeah, if you got divorced, and there's, especially in cases where the spouse is holding up the divorce, as long as there's a divorce decree, and you qualify, then you can at least get, you can get that mortgage at that rate. You don't have to go through all the hassle.
All right.
It's a pro-divorce bill. All right, so we'll do a roll call. Motion is favorable. Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose is excused. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi. Delegate Frazier-Dago. Delegate Adams. Delegate Ernst is excused. Delegate Pippy? No. Delegate Johnson? Delegate Rogers? Yes. Delegate Ampry? Yeah. Delegate Weibel? Yes. There you go. Delegate Fisher?
Is there like a column for that? Because I'll take that.
Delegate Queen? The bill moves favorable. Next bill, please.
The next bill is House Bill 1020, which prohibits a consumer reporting agency from including certain information related to medical debt in a consumer report, and also prohibits a person from using medical debt information included in a consumer report to make a determination regarding creditworthiness. There are amendments in your packet. The First Amendment is technical. The next part of it just deletes obsolete references, ensures that the new requirements are included in credit and collection policies, and specifies that the information has to be destroyed.
Move the amendments.
On the amendments, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? On the bill?
Move the bill as amended.
On the bill as amended, is there any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I have a question about, I was kind of, the terminology was wrong, but I ask, and I think everybody understands what I'm asking, is about elective surgeries. So if someone has an elective surgery, a cosmetic surgery, those type of things, that would fall under this bill, and those are not medically necessary procedures in a lot of cases, and that would fall under the purview of this bill. And that's based on a discussion I had with, I believe, a staff member from the delegate's office that, they talked about elective versus cosmetic.
So the amendment to this bill,
I understand, like, you want to jump, but I would like to hear the legal department.
What? I was going to allow counsel to answer.
Yeah, that's what.
What's going on? Go ahead.
so I was just going to say, that was some of the opposition testimony, that the definition they felt was too broad.
Right.
And so they kind of worked together, and the amendment uses the language that they proposed in their letter of opposition. They put that language in the amendment to tailor the definition of medical debt so that electives aren't in there.
Electives including cosmetic?
Cosmetic surgery is elective.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the way it
they narrowed it. It was the Creditors Bar Association, their testimony, they used the language that was mentioned in their
No, I know,
testimony.
I know. Yeah, I was mixing them.
So basically, to my understanding, it's elective surgery. There is cosmetic surgery, but some people have burns, so that's not elective.
Right, understandable.
But so not all cosmetic surgery is elective surgery. However, elective surgeries are not protected under this bill. Cosmetic surgeries, depending on the nature, are or can be. Delegate
I'm sorry, say that again?
Cosmetic surgeries can be. Like if you get a burn.
Yeah.
That's not elective surgery, but it is a cosmetic surgery.
Sure.
Deviating septum could be considered a cosmetic surgery,
Sure,
but it's
sure.
not elective surgery.
But it's medically necessary.
That's why it's not elected. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Delegate Charkoudian.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I thought that elective just means you can pick when to have it. I thought there were 3 categories. there was like emergency, elective, which is medically necessary, but you can pick when you have it. And then a third category, which is like the cosmetic that you don't have to have. Am I,
She's right, hold the bill.
no, no,
So I'm not sure about the different types of surgeries, because this is about whether or not it's in a credit report or not. But what the language does say in here is that the debt has to be owed by, the amendment says a debt owed by a consumer to a person whose primary business is providing medical services, products, or devices, or the person's agent or assignee for the provision of medical service, products, or devices. Medical debt does not include debt charged to a credit card unless the credit card is issued under an open-end or closed-end credit plan offered specifically for the payment of healthcare services, products, or devices. Elective surgeries that would typically not be covered by your insurance. If it's a cosmetic process, you would pay on your credit card. And so medical debt doesn't include any debt charged to a credit card unless it's issued,
I'm fine.
offered for the payment of healthcare services. So if you had a credit card tied to your health insurance,
And is that the language that the opposition brought in?
this is the language that the opposition,
Okay.
primary business is providing medical service and products or devices.
That's, yeah, I'm fine with that, as long as we're not, because I'm pretty sure the definition of elective surgery is not
I
optional
don't think
surgery.
it's, we don't.
As long as we're not doing, as long as we're not using that word, it's fine.
The way they did it is using the word credit card because again, you,
That's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question on that.
Yes, sir.
So, just because you use a credit card for a medical debt doesn't mean that it's not medically necessary. So the credit card thing just threw me off there. For instance, somebody in the hospital has a debt to pay in order to get out, and they use their credit card to pay that debt when they leave the hospital.
But in this case, the credit card is issued under a plan offered specifically for the payment of healthcare services, products, or devices. Your standard consumer credit card isn't specifically offered for the payment of healthcare services, products, or devices. It's offered for you to spend however you choose. But here, the credit card has to be issued specifically for the payment of healthcare services. Hospital spending, yeah.
Okay.
To the credit card issue, but when you were talking about the elective, my understanding is elective can also be cosmetic, like it can be intertwined. When I was in the
They didn't
healthcare.
really, that's why they didn't specify elective, or I was just using that as
Oh.
a layman's term that maybe isn't a layman's term.
That's a great age-go question.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, it can be both, from my experience.
That's, neither of those words are mentioned in here, so it's irrelevant. This is my.
Oh, you just used it.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, the bill, I mean, the question is, what are you trying to fix? Because what you're trying to fix is not whether or not debt gets collected. The debt's still going to be collected. What they're trying to do in this bill, whether I support it or not, is they're trying to make it such that if you go get other lending decisions, that your credit report doesn't show medical debt.
Right.
So we can get into the nuance over, you know, elective or what have you, but the intent of the bill is not to relieve the debt. It's to, so I may not support the bill, but I think we're getting into a thing.
The weeds.
A little bit.
Yeah. I agree.
In fact, I'm probably not going to support the bill, but that's, you know, because I expect that the collectors are still going to get their money.
You see my shocked face at your lack of support?
Like, okay.
I'm just messing with you, buddy. All right, so we'll do a roll call on this unless there are any other discussion. Hearing none, Mr. Vice Chair.
Aye.
Doggett Harrison. Aye. Doggett Boafo. Aye. Doggett Howard. No. Doggett Charkoudian. Doggett Rose is excused. Doggett Pruski. Aye. Doggett Fennell. Aye. Doggett Turner. Aye. Doggett Valderrama.
Yes.
Doggett Chi. Aye. Doggett Frazier Dago. Aye. Doggett Adams. No. Doggett Aaron's is excused. Doggett Pippy. No. Doggett Johnson. Aye. Doggett Rogers. Yes. Doggett Amprey. Yes. Doggett Weibel. No. Doggett Fisher. No. Doggett Queen. Bill moves as amended. Next bill, please.
Everything else is withdrawn.
Well, do we need to do a,
Mr. Chair, move unfavorable withdrawn as a consent calendar, House Bills 904, 1220, 1288, 1340, 1413, 1438, and 1458.
The motion is unfavorable withdrawn by sponsor.
These consensual ones,
They withdrew them.
do we care?
All right. Apparently. So all in favorable of the withdrawal, say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Withdrawals are accepted. Thank you, colleagues. Again, look forward to seeing you tonight. As many of you as possible, please. I feel like I'm begging you guys to come out, but we really want to support the people who are trying to support us. Thank you guys very much. I'm looking at you, Pippi. Yeah. Other than that concludes our voting session. Thank you very much.
Just a reminder, the Business Regulations Subcommittee will be meeting in the conference room right away, right now.